Sometimes you just want to sit down at the piano and play something super moody and dramatic and intense, and I've got exactly the arpeggio-based patterns that you need in order to be able to do this. So we've got a couple for our right and a couple for our left, so that you have tons of options. Let's take a look at what I've got here. So the first one is going to be played with the right hand, and I'm going to be following a chord progression for all of my demonstrations where we're going to go from A minor to F to G to E minor, just because that's a super moody chord progression right there all by itself. So add some really moody arpeggios to this and whew, watch out. So we're gonna start with our basic arpeggio. So we've got our shape, 1, 2, 3, and 5, A, C, E, and A. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the first 3 notes, and then we're gonna go up to the top, and then back to the 3. So what it sounds like is this. Super moody, and if you add just an octave that matches this arpeggio root note into the equation, it's going to sound even better. And there you have it. That's pattern number 1. You can use that on a major arpeggio or a minor arpeggio, but it creates so much intensity. So one thing to pay attention to as I do this, because this is going to give you a little bit of a winning edge, is the dynamics. So I kind of crescendo and then decrescendo, which means I start soft and then I build in volume and then I back off a little bit. And that just gives that little bit of a dramatic edge to what you're playing. The second pattern I'm going to demonstrate with my left hand. And all we're doing is taking an arpeggio and adding the 9th note of the scale that belongs to the chord that we're playing. So basically all you have to do is make the arpeggio shape and then bump up 1 step from your top note to give you the added 9. So what that ends up sounding like is this. Or you could play it this way. So skip the 3rd and rock back and forth. So you have 2 options. Right now, I'm kind of feeling this one more, so I'm going to keep going with it. I'm just going to pick notes from the first 3 notes of the chord that I'm on. So if A minor, my right hand, I'm just going to improvise with these 3 notes. Watch this. And now I'm going to switch to my next chord, which is F. So here's the shape, and there's the 9. And I'm going to do the same thing, first 3 notes of that F scale with my right hand. And now I'm going to go to the G. There's my 9. And then E minor. So keeping in mind, E minor, the 9th, is an F sharp. So you're going to include that. We got some serious mood going on. Our third pattern is back to the right hand, and this it's a little trickier in terms of you got to think about it a little harder, but it's so worth it because it gives you such a dramatic and sort of spooky sound. So you're going to take an arpeggio, and the secret sauce of this one is essentially using a note 1/2 step above the 5th that resolves us back down. So this is what it looks like and sounds like, so you have some context. Sounds really good. So I've got my root, my 3rd, my 5th, my root, and then I choose my next descending note as 1/2 step above that 5th so that I can resolve to the 5th. And if I go to the F, same deal. This is my 5th, so my sort of special note here is going to be this guy. So I'm going to go up my arpeggio and then use my 4th finger to hit that. And same thing with the G. Here's my 5th, so my special note's this guy. And then to the E minor, here's my 5th, so my special note is the C. And all together, if you add some heavy octaves in, you get this sound. Our final arpeggio pattern brings us back to our left hand, and this one might be the most dramatic and saddest sounding pattern of them all, so you might want to grab a box of tissues in case you tear up listening to this. It sounds like this. It's really sad. So all we're doing is we're taking our root, our fifth, and our root, walking up a step, and another step, and then up a third, and then just back down. I'm not going to play this root, this top root again. I'm just going to head right back down. It works on F. And G. And E minor. Don't forget that F sharp. So there you have it. You've got 4 extremely moody, very emotional, very dramatic arpeggio patterns that you can use in either hand. These are going to challenge your dexterity, they're going to challenge your sense of dynamics, and I hope that they serve as a starting point for you to create some beautiful, dramatic improvisations of your very own. So enjoy, comment below. I always love to read your comments. I'd love to hear what you think about this lesson, and have a great day.